I am trying a video recording composition 2, seeing that I was not in class on Tuesday, and I thought that it would be a good thing to check in with you face to face. So there is a new assignment posted under learning modules. We are preparing for essay 2, which is our problem solution essay. And in order to prepare for that, I've asked you to go out into your life like you did 2 weeks ago and try to identify some conflict. This doesn't necessarily have to be the topic of your paper. We'll probably choose something that's a little bit more big picture. But for now, I want you to go to a place. Maybe it's your place of work. Maybe it's your home. Maybe it is a place you spend a lot of recreational time. And I want you to interview 2 people. Now, I don't want you to ask the question of, what is the conflict in this place? I want you to learn how to start to ask questions that give you the answer you're looking for without directly asking the question. So ways that you might try to identify conflict at work. How are the working conditions? What are the strengths and challenges of the company? How do you feel about working here? Leaving them open-ended and not leaving them yes or no. So from there, we are going to see kind of what conflict looks like in your own life. And then we're going to see how we can then translate that into a problem solution essay. The topics might be wildly different, but what I'm trying to get you to think about is that we have conflict all the time in our life. We examine it and we solve it. So if you can do that in your personal life, we can do it in an essay. And vice versa. If we can do it in an essay, we can do more of this in our personal lives rather than letting things stew and get big. Okay, so for Tuesday, the assignment is that you're going to generate a list of 10 questions, and you are going to choose what place you're going to ask, where you're going to go to ask the questions. You have to ask 2 people. It would be ideal that you've at least tried to do one of these interviews by Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I'd like to see your list of 10 questions that kind of, again, if you walked into your home or your place of work, what are some questions you'd ask to try to figure out, all right, what's the conflict around here? If you walked into this college, I walked in and I was elected faculty senate president, and the first thing I had to do was figure out, all right, there's some unhappy people here. What's the conflict? What's the source of the conflict? And I had to ask the questions without saying, hey, why doesn't everybody like each other, right? That's not the way to do it. So anyways, list of 10 questions typed. You've picked the place that you're going to interview, and you should try to do at least 1 interview by Tuesday, okay? And as I said in my email message earlier, just because there's been snow and people have been sick and I missed a class, doesn't mean the class can't keep progressing, and you have to stay on track. We all have to stay on track, okay? So if there's something you don't understand between classes, you need to come find me. You need to email me. I need to answer those questions for you, because I'm expecting people coming prepared for class. I'm expecting you to be on time, and I am expecting you to have the assignments that were due, okay? So as I said before too, if you did not complete Essay 1, which needs to be completed, because we will be writing the final graded drafts of those in a couple of weeks, you also need to bring that draft to class. The draft, if you only did a page or 2 pages in the draft, you should bring a complete draft to class. There should be a works cited sheet. You should have done in-text citations. Okay, so it's time to get serious about this class if you haven't already. If you'd like to skip ahead a little bit, in Essay 2, you very much can do that. You can complete your interviews. You can read through the guide sheet. You can see what's going to be expected of you for your research exercise. For every essay, you're going to have a research exercise, a draft, an outline, and a final. It's very formulaic, so you can start kind of timing and pacing yourself for that. We're about to start the writing exercise and the research exercise that goes along with Essay 2. We will write 4 essays in this class, probably 3 essays and then some form of larger essay that expands one of them. So we're about to enter week 6, and it's time for everybody to kind of reload and come prepared for class on Tuesday. So if you have questions, please ask me. The materials you need are under Learning Modules, Essay 2. Research exercise and guide for Essay 2 is there, and you'll see the description of Essay 2, the interview activity, and the due dates for all of the pieces of it. You can also go back in time and look at Essay 1. Your MLA guide is there. your guideline for Essay 1, what's supposed to be in it is also there. So all of these materials are available to you on Blackboard if you get stuck. Okay, so I believe in you guys. I expect to see all of your smiling faces on Tuesday on time, which means no later than 5 minutes late, and I'm prepared. Okay, so have a good weekend, catch up, and send me questions if you have them. Okay, great. Thanks all.